Greetings and salutations.
to each and every one of you.
Hello. Right, straight in.
What you got?
Bit of news for you.
Oh, right.
This week, or last week, Def Leppard played their first concert of 2025 in Mexico without Vivian.
Is Vivian the drummer?
No, it's the guitarist.
Guitarist.
I know Def Leppard.
Yeah. Viv Campbell he's been having an ongoing problem with
Sugar.
cancer.
What, they kept pouring on him?
It's something lymphoma he's got.
Okay.
It's a strain of cancer, but it's like what they call a mole cancer. You get rid of it one place and it pops up in another.
Okay.
It's one of them.
Right.
So he's been having this treatment for it ongoing since 2015. And he's now going through an heavy course of treatment again. So when they played in Mexico, John Zuko stood in for him. Now, John Zuko is the guitar tech.
Is John Zuko the brother of Danny Zuko?
Oh, I don't know. He
From
might be.
Greece?
Yeah, it could be.
No, it's a joke. They'll get it. Danny Zuko from Greece was...
John Travolta.
Was John Travolta.
Oh, I don't think so.
Right.
He's a jobbing
crack.
guitarist. He's a jobbing guitarist, but he's also a jobbing guitar tech.
Ah, right.
And he takes from all, I think, on this tour. But he's stood in for him because obviously he's capable of doing it.
And he knows
wish
songs.
you well. Get well soon.
Yeah. All the best.
All the best to you.
Yeah.
Can you smell that?
Bullshit.
No. I can smell some terrible lyrics coming on.
Yeah.
Real
well,
cheese.
If you can smell it, you know it's going to be rap.
A real thick cheese is coming on.
Oh, some rap.
You know it's going to be a
lyrics.
rap lyric. So we got J. Cole, our favourite, one of our favourites, J. Cole. He's always predictable in his choice of lyrics. And in this particular ditty, he has, you want to know how I know I'm the shit? Because I keep clogging up the toilet.
I mean, it's not wrong, is it? It's not.
Now, come on. Jesus Christ. They're obsessed with
That's like keep clogging up the toilet.
There's a lot of things about shit, isn't there, and toilets and...
You think, you know what, I know I am this shit because I keep clogging up the toilet.
But what does he mean by that?
Well, I think it's
Quite
obvious what
deep,
it
isn't
means. He keeps clogging toilet up. You know, look at your
Perhaps
diet. Look at your diet,
I
pal.
would say perhaps he needs to keep off curries. You know what I mean? Or Mexicans, if he's in America. You know,
Keep off the Mexicans.
yeah, keep off them.
What,
Don't
what,
eat
the
so
food
many.
or the people?
Both.
Oh, right, okay. We've got a little one here from Kanye West.
Or as he likes to be known now as Yay.
Yeah. Brace
Is
yourself,
what?
ladies and
Yay.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
What?
Is that
Yay.
his name now? Yeah.
Yay.
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 He goes by Yay?
Yay.
Oh, God.
Is that
No,
official?
Yay.
Is that
Yay.
official?
See?
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
What's he wanting from that? People to chant, yay, yay.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Just,
he's got it.
yay.
Don't try to treat me like I ain't famous. My apologies. Are you into astrology? Because I am trying to get in your anus.
What does he mean? It's so cryptic.
Why does he keep going back to P. Diddy's parties?
It might have a lot to do with P. Diddy's party. I don't know, but it is not nice.
Read that one
Not
again.
nice.
Read it again.
Can
'cause
you,
that ma-
just curb your enthusiasm?
read it again, because that makes no sense.
Okay, don't try to treat me like I ain't famous. My apologies. Are you into astrology? Because I ain't. I'm trying to make it to your anus.
What does that mean? What is he trying
I
to
think
get?
it speaks for itself
But
what
what's
it means.
he trying to get across? I just don't.
Do I have to draw you pictures?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
Steep, very deep.
No, it's not.
no. He obviously wishes he were.
Well,
So,
Oh,
what we got here?
lottery.
well, we've got ourselves a new segment. It's called Bingo Me This.
We need a jingle.
Bingo Me This. That's
This
it.
is going to sound great on Spotify.
So what I've got here is a tombola wheel with 60 balls in, all named Michael. And what happens is I'm going to spin this round and it's going to release one ball with a number on. Then I will correspond with a list I have on my computer of a question.
Right. All right. Yeah.
All right. So get ready.
Get
as we
ready.
spin the wheel. Spin it.
Oh, we've got one.
Oh! 5 years short, 60.
60.
Yeah, bang on the end. Right, let's have a look.
What's the computer say for 60?
Retirement.
Yeah, what?
Retirement.
It's going to say. Who played second fiddle?
What song would you associate with a specific moment in your life?
Ooh. Oh. Now then.
Now then. A deep question from the Tombola machine.
Oh, I'm going to say, when me and your mother were courting, we had a few numbers that were our songs. You know, you'll have our songs. You've got your songs with Stacey, and you've got your song with Ange, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think ours was Samba Petit,
All right.
Santana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if you want to put one down to history, I suppose you could do that one.
When you say your songs,
Yeah.
you mean freaky songs?
No, it's not freaky.
You put that on and like a scarf would go over the lampshade.
Yeah. No, you just it's a moment in your past with whatever, whether it were a girlfriend or a wife or a particular event, I suppose, isn't it? But that, I suppose if I had to pick one, see, I could say one at Faces Numbers when I went to see them in Leeds when I was 14, but I can't remember any that they played. So I can't tell you about them.
That's because you were too busy climbing up scaffolding.
That's it.
A song that reminds me of a moment. It's a difficult one, really. Well done for thinking of it so quick.
No.
Yeah.
The only
You haven't
one-
got to think too hard.
The only
just-
one that
you're
comes to
gonna be
mind
trying
so
be
far is I was on a school trip. I was about 7 or 8. I was on a school trip down in the south of France, like where you do orienteering, you do windsurfing on a lake and all sorts of stuff. And at the time, number 1 was Umbop by Hanson.
Hanson.
Oh,
The
God.
3 long-haired blonde kids.
Yeah.
And I think they just knocked off Don't Speak by No Doubt from number 1. I think it was 1997 or 96. And that reminds me of being in this village in the south of France with school.
And yours? You ain't going to get too much thought. You've got to try and go with the first thing that springs into your head.
Prodigy smacked my bitch up as I was slapping me in
Slap your bitch up.
Right, I'm going to go with Alcudia on a stage and my dad doing Can't Get No Satisfaction, doing alt movements with Jagger, prancing up and down stage. And it was the
With Jagger?
With Jagger. And it was first time I really, because he was a big Rolling Stones fan, but it's first time I'd ever seen him do this act thing of Jagger, with microphone, he was doing all Jagger moves and clapping and all stuff. And I was watching thinking, what are you doing? But it's first time I'd seen it. But obviously my uncles and aunties were all here, my mum and all that. They've watched this for years.
Yeah.
They knew when he got up, they knew what he was going to do. And I'm like, what? I've never seen him do this before. So when I always
He
hear
went
that
up 5 stars after that.
Yeah, so when I always hear that song now, I always get the image of my dad prancing up and down this stage in Alcudia, doing this impersonation of Mick Jagger.
That's quite good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we have another spin of the wheel?
Spin it.
Spin that wheel. Whoa. You need to...
No,
okay.
no.
Oh, you go.
Don't you tamper with the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've got another ball.
What's the number?
Not your mum, 31. That doesn't rhyme.
No.
31.
1.
Right.
What we got?
Give us a jingle, Wayne.
Bum.
Oh, okay. We've touched on this before to somewhat, but
Right.
if aliens landed on Earth, which song would you use to explain humanity? So if aliens landed on Earth, what song would you use to explain humanity? he's gone for this one. He's got a big sniff. It's a sniff of.
That's an odd one.
Strap yourself in,
I
boys.
can't really.
So the last time we touched on this, we were about sending a song out into space.
Yeah.
And I said the sunscreen song. And it was a play on words.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that.
In space, there's no atmosphere to protect you from UV light.
Yeah.
And you get sunburnt. And obviously it talks about morals of life. But the aliens have visited Earth. So the aliens, it's a different scenario somewhat, have come down and they said to us, greetings,
Earthlings.
like and subscribe to the Listen On podcast, and also give me a song to showcase who you are.
And we would return with Kill 'Em All by Metallica.
It's not a bad shout, to be fair.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
Shirley Bassey, History Repeating.
Oh, well, it's a difficult one, isn't it? It depends what angle you want to come from it at. If you want to be satirical or whatever, if you want to be honest, it would have to be something like Kill 'Em All, wouldn't it?
Well, maybe.
Nothing else matters.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, you could do that.
Something long-winded, which sort of like,
Yeah.
it's a tricky one.
Yeah, but
But that's more about.
I don't think I can answer
the verse
that.
in there about spying on a woman in top of another roof. I don't know whether you can get away with that. It make much sense to aliens.
AC/DC, Highway 12.
Thunderstruck.
I don't know. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't answer that. In a minute.
Satisfaction. Humans just can't get no satisfaction. They're
No,
always wanting
no.
more. They're always
Wanting
advertising
more.
about how
Never
fat
happy with
your
what
shit-
we've got.
Yeah,
Never
maybe.
happy with what we've got.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Spin that ball.
Spin that ball.
It's not spin the ball. It's spin.
Spin the wheel.
I think
We
we
need
need
a jingle.
we need a jingle.
We need a jingle.
We do.
I'm spinning the wheel. Move out of my way. Oh, it's here. That was a Carter reference. Look alive. It's 55.
55.
Oh, he's good.
I saw it. It could get really awkward if you count some certain numbers that come up.
Right. If your favourite artist could only release one more album, what would you want it to sound like? If your favourite artist could only release one more album, what would you want it to
That's
sound
easy
like?
for me.
Well, yeah, you want it to sound like.
I would like Bonamassa,
Joe Bonamassa, is it?
Joe Bonamassa. I'd like him to do an acoustic, really old style Porch blues. You know, like
Recorded on an iPhone.
like Lightning Hopkins and Muddy Waters and all that old stuff.
John Lee
blues. John Lee Hooker.
By the way,
Acoustic.
these
versions.
questions I'd like you to answer in the comments below. So if you...
Yeah,
if
you
there's-
can have
if
a go
there's-
as well.
If there's a question that resonates, comment.
Yeah.
Can have a go.
I'd like an acoustic version of some really old style blues stuff
And
by
you?
Joe Bones.
Any ideas?
On the tail end of Satisfaction, because that I mean, if I give it some more time to think about, I'd be, but I'm just being on about Satisfaction, so that's led me on to Rolling Stones. I would like the Rolling Stones' last album to be Exile on Main Street Part 2. I'd like it to be, because since they did Exile on Main Street, they tried their damnedest on Mick as to get away from it, because it was hailed as like, it was, the rock and roll album.
But it didn't get lots of critical
critics
acclaim at the
liked it.
first.
No, but then
Then it became a classic.
because it was such a it was like it was a back of the knee whack to the industry. They didn't expect it, and it became a standard, a gold standard. And they
But it
tried,
was a benchmark to why, is that what you're saying?
yeah, and well, I think because of the backstory behind this thing in France is exile, sort of literally
Literally.
in
Because
the
they went for
basement,
tax
rough
reasons.
and ready, recording in a van, drugs, all that sort of stuff. And the sound of it sounds like nothing else. And Mick has always been trying to get away from it because he doesn't want to be in that pocket of it. Apart from when they did that blues album,
Yeah.
about 6 years ago. But I'd like them to just like revisit some stuff like that, do it in a really like odd location, low budget sort of,
Yeah.
rough and ready, full of beans, off we go.
Yeah, it's a good shout. It's good, isn't it? I'm thinking I would like... I don't know who my favourite artist is, so that's going to be difficult then, isn't it? So... All right, we'll have to go to what was my favourite artist, which was the Faces.
Okay.
Now, there's 3 of them left. And, well, there's technically 4, if you count Tetsuya Yamauchi, who's living in Japan, still, he's still alive and with us. But he wasn't an original member, but he was a member. And there's talk of them reuniting this year and doing some stuff and doing a tour and doing a new album. So I'd like them just to be that band again, be that lad band.
Yeah,
You'd like them to go back to what they were.
80-year-old band can't do that. 80-year-old men can't do that.
Is there something about an 80-year-old man that is youthful in its sense, though? Because an 80-year-old can almost get away with the same stuff that an 18-year-old can. You know.
Yeah, forgive him for that.
Yeah,
He's 80.
you know what I mean? Like, they can be laddish and stupid again and make mistakes and be controversial in conversations and so
you've got to ignore him because he's 80.
Always.
I don't know. I'd go for that, or I would. I don't know. It's a difficult one. I find that quite hard.
It is an
You
hard
two
one.
seem to find it quite easy. Or Eric Clapton doing 461 Ocean Boulevard and going back to that era, or Eric Domino era. The era.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good question from the wheel.
From the wheel.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We will probably dip into the wheel again later on this episode. So stay tuned.
It's throwing up stuff that we don't know what it's going to say. So we're on the spot, and it's you can answer the question just as well as we can.
Because you've got some time to think about it while you're watching this. Then answer afterwards.
I think I'll give myself an A+ for that one.
Yeah.
Don't forget a drink.
A drink, you got to have a go.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So apparently Bjork this week has come out and slagged off Spotify and blames it and the young ones for the decline of vinyl and CDs because they're finding it too easy to stream music and swap and change genres every week.
I mean, we've spoke about this before, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
And she's right.
She is.
Yeah.
When I read the article, I thought, can't really argue with that.
She's right. It brings me on to another thing about this morning, actually. Paul McCartney was talking about how he's genuinely concerned about young artists in the music industry because of AI and streaming and how
some of that,
how they aren't gonna make any money because they're gonna get replicated by AI. They're gonna get ripped off.
Yeah.
And he thinks it should be an opt-in or opt-out situation, whether you want to be affected by AI, because like streaming is it's the tip of the iceberg. We've spoke about this before, but the arts is one of the first things that gets cut, and it gets slashed by any governments around the world. But yet, as a culture, as a human civilization, the thing that we do in our spare time when we're not working it's consuming arts. It's your phone now. It's consuming arts. So whether you watch a film, you go and see concerts, you watch the TV, you're embedded in the arts. But that's the first thing to get caught. And it's turning the arts, as in the music industry, into an elitist industry where if you've not got a rich family, you can't really participate because you're not going to make a living. If you get a million streams, you're going to make about 20 quid.
Yeah.
And so streaming is killing music, and AI will kill it further. So that's what Paul McCartney was.
Yeah. Well, the article
stating
I was reading on the same thing by McCartney, and what I was reading is is against the changes to the copyrights law, which allow AI to rip off artists and result in a loss of creativity in bands. And it says the AI uses content and the artists fail to get what they deserve out of that. Because what he was saying is the money made from AI has to go somewhere. So where is it going?
Yeah.
This all sounds like Metallica back in.
Yeah, it's not going to the
2000,
art. It's not going to the artists who's wrote the music, which it should do. So he's had to go at the government saying, "Look, your job is to protect us.
Yeah.
So why don't you protect us? Do not let this law pass."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the big thing about the AI thing with government now.
Yeah.
Why they didn't.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Paul McCartney's a thing
I
about
mean,
it.
but Metallica were going on about exactly the same thing in pretty much the same words back in early 2000 when they were taking people to court for using.
With illegal downloads and stuff like that. Napster.
Napster.
Yeah.
They were doing it, saying exactly the same thing.
Never heard of that illegal download stuff. Don't know what you mean.
But now McCartney's coming out and saying this, and it sounds very similar to that old argument. But
I once got a letter from Warner Brothers.
what?
Whoa. Let's stop the phone here.
I got a list from Wombles.
From Warner Brothers.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're warning that my IP address keeps popping up on these downloading films. Yeah, I got told if I didn't cease it, if I didn't cease downloading these films, that I would be getting a visit from, is it CIA or FBI over there?
Dear Mr.
CIA
LimeWire.
Yeah, I can't remember. You know, I can't even remember.
Did you stop doing?
I used to. I did for a bit, for about a month, 6 weeks or so.
And then did they write to you again? Or did you get a knock on the door?
No.
Did the knocking get faster?
I used to go through
Is that what a drummer?
VPN.
VPN.
Just put a VPN on my computer.
I don't know where this is all going to end, really, with this AI thing. You know, we've got...
How do you think you got all your music on themselves?
Sorry?
How do you think you got all your music 3 weeks before they came out?
Yeah. It was...
And films that you used to watch.
No. Oh, no, I got all that.
Yeah, I just got a letter from Warner Brothers saying, stop it.
Stop it. But it's a different game now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the stuff now that you can't... It's difficult to tell whether it's real or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know...
I mean, back in them days, they weren't streaming like these now anyway.
No.
It's not worth doing it now because you can just... Within a couple of hours of it coming out, Spotify, it's there. It's on. New album, it's on.
Yeah.
Comes out Friday.
At least there's a couple of tracks from it.
Yeah,
isn't
it
there?
comes out Friday at 8 o'clock.
There's no excitement anymore.
It's
There's no
there.
queuing outside stores. There's no...
No.
But is that a bad thing or a good thing?
I don't know.
It's a bad
I
thing.
never would have queued outside a store.
It's a bad thing.
But what that does is it... I don't know. Does it dilute?
It's taking away the mystique, hasn't it?
I used to love going to Sound of Music at Top at Market
Yeah.
there on a Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, waiting for it to open to get new Beautiful South album. Brilliant. I used to love it.
Some people are sick.
Sad man. Yeah. So, how did they let you out? Did they just say, did you have somebody like a guardian with you?
Well, you have to have
A responsible adult?
a guarantor at side here. And they ask you questions and you answer them to the best of your ability. And if you can keep a straight face, they'll let you out on parole for
But
a while.
all internet has ever done is take away the mystique about everything. But one time a day.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad, really. And I think that's the thing that's what's going to happen with AI. It's just
I think it's got more good things than bad things.
hopefully, yeah.
There's we can find out things about people that we... I'm saying this because Larry Carlton, he used to play a lot of stuff for... shite.
I don't know that band.
You do. Steely Dan.
Okay.
Steely Dan. So I like Steely Dan, I like Larry Carlton, I like that music that was around all the time. But if you would have asked me what he looked like, I wouldn't have been able to tell you. No idea. You can't avoid pictures of people like that now. If you just put in something slightly resembling, related to Steely Dan, you're going to get pictures like on. So I know what he looks like.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you didn't know what anybody looked like. I remember, I'm going to tell a little story now, because I remember back in 2001, maybe 2000, I went to America. And I went on West 48th Street, where there's a shop there, it was a shop there called Manny's, famous music store. And I walked up them steps, went through the glass door, where everybody was walked into. And that was great. I could have just walked out there and I'd have been happy, not actually going inside. But I just walked up into that little walk, few steps in, I'd have been happy with that. But I walked into Manny's, and I'm walking round, and there's all these pictures on the wall right outside. And there's all instruments all over the place. Fantastic shop. All the people that's ever been there, anybody that's ever been famous in all my heroes have all walked through that door. And I could hear this music. I could hear two guitars playing, but and what it was in centre, they used to have all these amps stacked up, and in the back of one there was a kid playing, and the back of the other side there was another kid playing, but they could obviously hear each other, and they were playing backwards and forwards with each other.
All right.
And it went on for about 5 or 10 minutes, and it was just fantastic blues. It was great. It was brilliant. That bloke there could have been Larry Carlton. I don't know, because I didn't know what he looked like. That bloke there could have been also somebody famous. I don't know. You didn't even know what they looked like. The mystique has been taken away.
Yeah. There are some artists that I've listened to, and it kind of happened today.
But I've lingered with that thought. I've lingered with that. I've enjoyed that moment that these people could have been that famous people, but I just enjoyed it because it was the music.
Could have been Bonamassa around about that time.
No. I enjoyed it because it was the music. No, I know his style, it weren't him. I took it for what it was. And people don't do that now. They chase a name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rather than just, oh, that's good, I like that.
But that's, you could say that's...
It's always been the way.
Been going since the 80s, since
Yeah,
the
it's always
invention
been
of
the
the music
way.
video.
Yeah.
So, Creed.
Creed.
Right, I got a Creed story for you. So the song Higher, right, was generated in front of a crowd of people. It was in front of an audience. So the singer, Scott Strapp,
Yep.
he used to have this thing where he'd be like, who wants to hear us make a song right now? Now. Ooh. And then they created Higher, which is like one of their big hit songs, in front of an audience.
Yeah.
And apparently the guitarist was like, he used to hate it when it would happen, because like, you know,
Tremonti.
It just go on its ass.
Yeah.
But this one time, they created this like song, this single, one of their biggest singles.
It worked.
On stage, in front of an audience.
It's Alter Bridge, but with a different singer.
Yeah. Well, that's what started, weren't it? Creed. Yeah.
Yeah. Good band, Creed.
I liked them.
They've reformed,
they're touring
haven't they?
again now, aren't they?
Yeah, they've reformed and they're out
But
there
is it funny that
doing things.
Strap don't look like he did when he back in the day, does he?
No, it's changed a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's just got, facially just got
Yeah.
weird.
Looks,
It is him. You can tell it is him, but it's just like...
looks like he's more into sports.
I'm hoping they do something
it's
new.
clean
though.
now, that's the thing.
Oh, that'll do it then.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
they do something new. They don't just go and do the old stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like
They
to
want
hear
to put a new album out, don't they?
Yeah, I'd like to hear Creed, come back and do some new material. Be good, that.
Yeah.
I like Creed.
That's one of Tremonti's wishes, that they've got some, but they want to produce new material to put out as an album.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
I hope they do.
Elvis.
Presley.
Elvis Presley.
Uh-huh.
When would he take down his Christmas tree decorations and lights?
Never.
I'm going to say on 31st of January.
Close. Apparently, he would keep his Christmas decorations and lights up until the 8th of January. Why?
Don't know.
That was his birthday.
Oh, right, okay. And they came down on his birthday.
Yeah. There we go. That's a Christmas fact.
It's a little ditty.
Christmas
Little
fact.
ditty.
Little
Well,
ditty.
I've got a little...
ditty.
I've got a little... You remember other week, I mentioned... No, a couple of years ago now, I mentioned to you a rising star. Well, she weren't actually. She was just like a one of the many. Grace Bowers.
Right.
Yeah.
Now she's risen
Bowers.
and she's starred
She's
at the
Big
old
Bowers.
Grand Old Opry. and she's opened up for Slash and you name it. And she's a chat show darling now. She's making a name for herself. She's getting there. She's on the way to being successful and famous.
Okay.
Good for her. And she's very good at what she does, and she deserves it. But it got me. I saw another kid, and I thought, he's very good. He is. Some people are just naturally, like Grace Bowers, naturally gifted at a young age with a certain amount of personality and ability to master what they're doing. And I saw a kid called Dylan Zangwill. Now, Dylan Zangwill is only 18 years old, but he's been playing music all his life. And he appeared at 14-year-old on America's Got Talent or X Factor, one of them. And he played Somebody to Love on keyboards and sang. Amazing, amazing. He didn't get past quarterfinals, but, but if you watch it, it's absolutely amazing. Great voice, keyboard playing, But he's still going. He's 18 now. But he's one of these people that's naturally gifted. He's got a great voice. He's got the look. He puts lots of clips on YouTube and all social media stuff. And he'll say, here's a bit of Beatles. And he's away. And he does it like, here's a bit of Joe Cocker. Great stuff. And he got me thinking, why? He might be super talented. He might have all the gifts and he's got the ability. And he plays B.B. King and he plays guitar as well. He might be super talented, but will he ever make it? It's not a given, is it? You can get people that's not necessarily blessed with a lot of talent, and yet they become superstars.
Is he original?
Well, I get your point there. He could be the new Elton John, he could be the new Billy Joel, he could be quite a lot of people.
He's not bringing anything new to the table, is what I'm saying.
He's not bringing anything new. I get your point. He's not bringing anything new to the table.
But how many people do?
Well, anyone.
How many newcomers in today's music fetches something new to the table? There's not many.
I don't think the world needs another
Elton John.
Another blues album, like the last blues album,
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying this is because I was on a road trip with work back from Yeovil. If anyone in the UK knows Yeovil, they'll know it's the armpit of Europe. No, England. It's not a fun place. Anyway, it's a long drive back. And I was with somebody who was playing country music. Ooh, and
long drive.
It was new country music. Now I don't mind country music. I've got time for it. As long as it's good, it's fine. But this was like pop country music.
Yeah.
And it was so painful because every song was pretty much the same. There was just the same tripe being pushed out. There was
tripe.
It was music. Thank you. It was music bingo. They were singing like about a 4-pack of beer, a pickup truck, a girl from a small town laying her down. It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Every song. So what I'm saying is, and it's blues is the same victim.
It is. All genres are really, aren't they?
Like they perpetuate the same thing.
It could be old.
Like, so unless it's different, it's not worth.
Yeah.
Right, and this is a part of the thing that I have about Joe Bonamassa. Joe Bonamassa is a fantastic imitator, but how much difference is he making?
What do you mean making to
what is he pushing the needle forward, or is he just replicating?
Replicating.
I think it's a bit of
To
both.
be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of people like that.
Yeah, I know they do.
People feel that's their comfort zone.
But that isn't going to... If you think about all the big artists that you love...
Do you think there's a lot more music out there to explore? Or do you think it's...
Oh, yeah, I think there is.
Do you think there's a lot already being done? It's just what's going to come
Everything's being copied, isn't it?
next 10 years, just a replica of what's out there now. Because it's all been done. It's all been... We're at end at string. That's it. There's nothing else to do with music what hasn't already been done in some way or form.
I disagree, and I'll disagree on this point.
No, I'm not saying it is. I'm saying, do you think it is?
No, and this is the reason why. So, on a game of chess, there are more move combinations than there are known stars in the visible universe, right?
Right.
And if you think about that, a guitar has how many notes? 12 notes,
12.
And certain octaves, whatever. So how many notes is it?
12.
Well, and then it repeats.
It's got a lot.
Yeah. Or it's got whatever it is, and a piano's got this, and a drum can do this. There are infinite combinations, and we, as a language, have more words than a chessboard has pieces, and sometimes words can have multiple meanings. I just don't think that people are being creative enough with it. So what I'm saying is that we have more songs than the stars in the universe, but we're not being creative with it. How many songs do you hear?
But if we can't get any more creative, we're never going to go any further
because
than what we've
people
done.
aren't. Because you're not going to get creative if you keep arcing back. You take influence from the back and move forward, but you get a lot of.
But that's what people do. I think that's what people do, because you get any artist these days, and you can hear, oh yeah, I can pick up a bit of.
Yeah, that's
and I
fine.
can pick up a bit of that.
Yeah.
It's when they embed themselves.
I'm getting.
It's good, but she sounds like Amy Winehouse.
Can you hear that? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's a bit of Amy.
It's when they embed themselves in it, like Greta Van Fleet.
There's nothing wrong.
They're not pushing that needle
No,
forward.
no,
They're being
yeah,
Led
yeah.
Zeppelin, but as if Led Zeppelin continued.
There's nothing wrong with tipping the hat to
No.
what's been, but you've got to expand on that and take it to somewhere else.
Do you think people
And
are scared
some
of
do.
trying to do it?
Yeah,
in case it
a
fails?
lot of people do.
Yeah. They're afraid of failure. A lot of
Yeah.
people are. They'd rather appease.
Yeah,
Like what David Bowie said.
In the
David Bowie
comfort
said you should
zone.
never.
They'd
David
rather
Bowie,
stay in the comfort zone than push the boat out and fail.
David
yeah.
Bowie said that you
Right.
should never make music for the audience because
No,
the
make it
audience,
for yourself.
They don't know what they want.
Yeah, I remember Nick Mason, drummer with Pink Floyd, they asked him the same question. Who are you playing for when you play? When you've got all them people out there in audience. Who are you playing for? He says, I'm playing for me. Playing for the band.
Yeah,
Not playing for them.
scumbags.
Scumbags.
That's paid to get in. I'm paying for us lot that's
Yeah.
got in for no.
Yeah, I'm playing
Yeah,
for the band.
it's right though, isn't it? You play for the band. They're going to come and watch you whether, you know.
Let's have one last spin on the old wheel.
Oh,
Let's
I
have
can't
it.
bear the tension. Oh, you might have heard it.
Oh,
Oh, it's shot out.
oh. It's turned into some sort of filth fest. Oh. Ooh. 41. It's 41.
It's 41.
41. If you could time travel and watch a single recording session, which one would it be? So if you could travel back in time to watch somebody record a song or a live bit, what would it be? I think we should stick to recording session.
Yeah.
A recording session.
What would it be? Oof, that's a good one. Another good one.
Another good question from the wheel.
Yeah, I guess you're thinking, don't it? I like the wheel.
The wheel's your friend.
Yeah. We need a good jingle. Well.
Oh, the wheel makes you two hold your face.
I mean, you could go for a lot of stuff, but the first thing I'm going to go with the first thing.
Oh God.
That springs to mind. We aren't thinking about it too seriously, and that's in. I would have liked to have sat in on the making of Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette.
Oh, okay.
It's a different shout. I didn't expect that one.
Yeah.
Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, because I think it's a brilliant album. It's an album that everybody should listen to because it's got everything in there, everything that you like.
I'd like to go to Welsh Mountains with Led Zeppelin and just play the acoustic guitars.
You'd like to be in the background of
Black Country Woman.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, with a plane passing over. Yeah.
Jeff,
Jeff, can you keep it down, please? All
right. Jeff, will you shut up? You're trying to play, yeah? Sorry, I can only do the diddly. Yeah, I would like to have done that.
I'd like to have been in the recording studio of the Pink Floyd song, what I can never remember the name of, where the woman's singing about death.
Oh,
you know the one, the vocal piece.
yeah. It's on Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, what's it called though?
It's called... Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
We know the one you mean.
Yeah, that one. Just to be in the room for that little bit of one take magic. You know.
God,
Or-
thinking that bloody song.
I saw an interview recently with Dave Gilmour, and it's an old one when he was younger, a lot younger, and they were saying to him, "Your sound is very distinctive." He says, "Yeah, I know, yeah." He said, "I realise that, I accept that, I understand that." He says, "You are, when you hear you playing, you can tell it's you." He says, "Yeah, I can tell it's me." He says, "I never said." He said, "Did you work on that?" He says, "No, I never said that to sound like me." He said, He said, "I was trying to sound like Jeff Beck and Eric Clapton."
Yeah.
He says, "It just turned out to sound like me."
Yeah.
He says, "No."
He's not bad off it, though, has he?
No, he said that. He said, I understand it, yeah. I'll take it, it's great. Thank you very much. He said, "But I'm only trying to sound like Jeff Beck and Eric Clapton."
So always try and sound like yourself, not like Jeff Beck or Eric Clapton, or even Wayne.
Or even
Or
Wayne.
even me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that note,
Goodbye.